Okay, let's get this party started in the garden. Garden on Wheels with DeWanda. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? I hope everybody's doing well. Y'all, it's about 5:30. I done made it back out here again. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, what we're doing today is making our seed start mix. To start our seedlings in this right here. If you haven't seen the video, y'all check it out. I will be seed starting outside. Yes, yes, I don't grow in the house. I can't do the fruit flies and the bugs and stuff like that. But once again, my garden friends around the world, this is what we're doing today. We need 3 buckets, okay? I have cocoa coir, got 2 bricks. I have this black bucket, is which I'm going to soak them in. The other bucket, I have my ingredients in it. Like I said, we finna do this seed starting mix here. And this bucket is my strainer. I'm trying to remember which bucket is which. These red ones, which one I put the hose at the bottom, but I'm finna show y'all, okay? So we know these 2 bricks going here, okay? Got my little gloves. Always have me some gloves ready. Right. Gonna take a 5-gallon bucket. You're going to drill some holes, and I mean a lot of holes, y'all, a lot of holes. I like that. I did this with a solder and punched those holes in there. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Okay. And here is my ingredients. We need 5 total. So we need our cocoa coir is 1. We got perlite, we got vermiculite, we have isomite, and we have zoolite. Yes, yes. And the vermiculite is in there. It's at the bottom of this. I just poured it on top. It's at the bottom. Okay? Y'all see the brown stuff? That's vermiculite. Okay. So what we're going to start off with these 4 ingredients here. 3 cups vermiculite. I will put this measurement on the screen. 12 cups of perlite. 1 ounce of zoolite. 1 tablespoon of isomite. That's it. All right. And we have our block. Now this right here is only for 1 block. If you want 2 blocks, you would double that, okay? So I'm going to do the 1 block with y'all right now. Put that to the side. Gonna open this one right here. Gotta drop my brick in there. Now, this is very important. I'm going to be using my Tap City water. So, I'm going to rinse this cocoa coir about 4 times with my city water. And in these right here, I also have city water, but I put ascorbic acid in there. In each 5 gallons, I put a smidge of vitamin C, ascorbic acid, in there to get the chloramine out, okay? That's how that works. Also, I've been leaving these out, and chlorine is gone too. So it balances out things. You really don't have to wait for the chlorine because the ascorbic acid does take care of the chlorine too. It neutralizes it also with the chloramine when you put that ascorbic acid in there. So after I do my 4 rinses of getting the salts out of my cocoa coir, my last rinse will be with my water here that's been neutralized, okay? Okay, let's get started. We're going to fill this bad booger up and let it swell up, y'all. Move this out of the way because we don't want this to get wet. Okay? Because all those ingredients will not be used until I mix is dry thoroughly, which is the cocoa coir. Dry thoroughly for preserving it and storing it, okay? You don't want wet. We want all dry ingredients, okay? So, but I was just showing y'all that, okay? We're going to go ahead and get started with this work here. I was getting wet. Preferably you want warm water, but I'm outside of this tap, so this water will do fine. Fill this up halfway. If you had 2 bricks, you would fill this up all the way. You're going to let that soak until it's all good and dandy. Now, if you feel that you need more water in there, go ahead, because it does swell. Now, with the straining bucket, you don't want too big of a hose because it's going to go out. Okay, we're going to leave it like that. Okay, while that's soaking, go ahead and show y'all this right here. Y'all look at that. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. My garden friends around the world. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this, baby. It rained a little bit today for the first time in about a week and a half. Almost 2. I wasn't able to catch no rainwater because I decided that my gutters are just too dirty to collect all my gutters. So what I'm going to do, which is coming to the next video, once I get all this prepared, I'm going to show y'all how I'm going to catch my rainwater right here. Right. I ain't going to give up that secret yet. I'm sure y'all know about it, but that's going to be for another video. All right, guys. I wound up doing the 2 bricks so I can just get out the way since I already had it out. I moved it over here so I won't have so much water by my chicken coop. So I'm going to empty the water out here. So now I didn't do anything with it. So what I'm going to do now is take my strainer bucket and put this in between 2 bricks like I got it like this. Just on the edge. Okay? You do it like that. And what you're going to do, you're going to take your bucket. Now, remember I said we was going to rinse this twice, okay? So let's go ahead and get this bucket up. Ooh, it's heavy. And what you're going to do, you're going to pour it in there. I can't get my husband because he's at work now. Okay, hopefully this don't fall over. I hope it's level enough to where it don't fall over. Because I would be highly upset if it falls over. This one. Brace it. Yep. This is pretty heavy. So I do better put it on the ground first. And then put it on there and drain it. Still got a little bit in there that I want to get all out, but let's put some water in to get it all out. I'll get that fixed right here. Tighten this up. Okay, now that that's done, now what you want to do is rinse this good. Get all the salts out of here. Okay, I transferred in the strainer bucket. I rinsed it one time, about 2 times. One more time should be good enough. And then I'm going to neutralize it with a rinse with my bucket of neutralized chloramine. Go ahead and get this hose. That's all I'm doing. You might lose some cocoa coir to little small pieces, but you don't worry about those little small pieces. I'd rather have less salt in the cocoa coir. Yeah, the sun is coming out. I want to do this in hot sun, so I can dry this, get this bucket covered after all is drained. After all is drained, then sit it in the hot sun on the concrete. It dries faster than drying it in your house. I'm sure they rinsed it a whole lot when they processed this cocoa coir, but I'm not taking no chances before I start planting with it. And this is what I'm doing. Just rinse it probably about 3 times, or just rinse it as much as you think, you know. Okay, turn this off. Gonna let all that drain before I put my neutralizer chloramine water, tap water. You see how good that thing is draining? Draining real well. I don't see that much cocoa coir coming out of it either. So while that's doing that thing, draining all that water out of there, you can put your lid back on top. Rinse your lid off with the cocoa coir. And place that back on top like that. And let that drain real good before you do your next step with the neutralizer chloramine. Okay, I'm walking to see. It's still dripping from the bottom. I don't see any more dripping. And the dripping that you see is just, that's I rinsed off the bucket. Okay, next step, we're gonna go ahead and remove this lid. And we're gonna go ahead and do this. I know that bucket gonna be heavy. I might need to scoop some of that out first, huh? I'm trying to break my back. It was from a coffee pot that was broken. I'm just using it, honey. Come in handy. I don't know how many cups. 5 cups? 5 cups of coffee you get in here? I think I need to go a little bit more. Okay, I think I can handle that. not that bad, but it ain't that great. Look how fast that's going down with the hose. I'm gonna rinse it quick. Okay, once that's draining all out, we're gonna go ahead and put the cap back on this and let that drain thoroughly. And then we're gonna transfer it in this black bucket, which is dark, so it stays, you know, fresh and everything. I like to use dark containers when you storing something that's dry. Then I'm gonna show you once that's dry up, we're gonna put those other ingredients in there, okay? Don't look like it's dripping anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this over here. That sun don't be playing. Them UVs don't be playing. Get that. Okay, we're gonna transfer this. Oh my God. That was not cool. That was not cool. Look at all my dirt there. Sorry I had y'all to frame, but I wish I would have showed y'all that. Get all that, and you know I'm not gonna put that back in there. Get all this out of there. I can't believe I wasted all that. Oh well. I didn't know it was that dry that it would come out like that. Okay. That'll get a good rinse. Ready for next time. Okay, I'm gonna put the lid on there and let the sun do its work. And I'll meet y'all back when it's done. All right, guys, I'm back out here. I think 2 hours later. I think it rained a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. You see this little side patch right here that I wasted down here. It even looked like it's dry. Let's see. This is warm, very warm. Okay, let's see. Go ahead and open it and see how this looks. It's almost there. It's still kind of damp. Maybe I should have put it in the red bucket, huh? Or maybe halving it up, you know? In one bucket and another one. It's almost there, but it's still forming, so it's not dry all the way at all. No water is leaking out of it at all. Yep, some water is leaking out of it. So I wonder if I should just do half and half, so make it kind of quick. Get another bucket in. put some in this bucket so it can make it like quicker, because it only been out here for about 2 hours, I think. Okay. Oh, not that bucket. I've not learned my lesson with that. No, but I can use. I'm gonna have to rinse it out real good. Yeah, it's still damp, y'all. It's still damp. But I think halving it up is gonna dry faster. It might take a little bit more effort, guys, but you want to do this to store it. You don't want it always have to mix up all your ingredients in it. You already have it prepared. You should really at that bottom. Get another one of the red buckets. Dry quicker in a lighter color. Alright. That bucket's still heavy, guys. That bucket's still heavy. Just one of them. These are one of these black heavy duty buckets. You hear me? What y'all planning for fall this year? What y'all planning fall nails? Okay, this wasn't dry quick enough in the sun because the lid was on there, so it showed a lot of humidity. So I wound up putting both buckets up in my seed sorting workstation here so it can dry it quicker. So I'm gonna see how that goes, because putting the lid on there, it still had humidity in it and dried all the way, and I don't want it to get all molded or anything from being closed up with all that humidity in there. I want it to be fully dried cocoa coir. Okay, and I got both of them in here, so we'll see how that goes. Stay tuned. Hey guys, I want to come in and show y'all how this is doing. This is taking a long time to dry. This is 24 hours sitting up in this thing now. So I'm going to check and see how much is dried, because I really need to start these seeds. But I wanted to dry this so I can see how the seed start mix going to turn out when it's dry. So to store it. So I'm going to check this real quick. Yeah, this is heavy. It don't feel like it. It don't feel like it's dry yet. It's still heavy. Close this up. Let the fly in there. Okay, let's see. Let's see how dry this is. You know what? I should have been coming out here stirring it up. But, y'all, this is still not dry. And it's been 24 hours outside. You hear me? And we in our 94s. So, I'm gonna... They don't have any humidity in there. It's just taking a long time to dry. And they don't even have a lid on it. They don't have no water at the bottom either. So And I don't want to put it, just leave it without a lid outside. Then any bugs can get in it. Then I'll be dealing with another problem. But I'm going to go ahead and stir this up. See, it's still kind of wet on this thing. How you see how it's sticking? So I'm going to get it stirred up a little bit more. And just keep on letting it dry. I'm going to see how long it takes for this to actually dry. Just fluffing it up. It's hot, but it ain't dry. It's moist. So we know coco coir does hold moisture really well. I can tell you that. Okay, I'm going to put this back in there and let it dry. Now, yeah, I could tell it was still wet because how I was pulling it up. Now with this one, you can actually see some dry bits in here. So we're going to check this one. And close this for right now. Yeah, I'm serious about them bugs. Y'all can tell, huh? Okay. This one is more drier than the other one, but I'm sure it's not dry all the way. Let me look. Let me fluff it up. Yeah, see, this one turns a lot better. So this one is almost dry, but I can still feel that moisture in there. Yeah, this one stirs up really well. I don't see that much moisture on there, but it's just a tad bit at that bottom. So stirring it up, kind of fluff it out, get some of that heat out of there, that moisture. This should be dry by tomorrow. Then might have to put my seeds when I'm plant. Now this is dry enough for me to put the ingredients in there. This one is. Not that other one. Because that other one, if it's not dry, y'all, those ingredients will stick in one location. And you won't be able to. The reason why I'm doing this, okay, so I can let y'all know that don't think I'm just crazy. I'm doing this because when you put dry ingredients into wet ingredients, it's hard to mix the ingredients up. Okay, that is my whole theory in this, okay? But yeah, this one is almost there. I'm going to put it back. This one is almost there. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm checking this again. Y'all, it's been 2.5 days. 3 days, almost 3 days, 3 days. This should be dry. Okay, checking to see if this is working. No flying bugs in there. It's still kind of heavy, but hopefully it's dry. Yeah, this look like it's drier. And this one. Let's put this by the light. Now, y'all see the difference? This is really dark. This one is kind of light on the top. So let's see. So we know that, guys, you don't have to really water a whole lot. if this is staying moist for 3 days, 2.5 days. So every 2 days you can marsh with this when it comes down to the seedlings, because you don't want to overwater your seedlings. So this is almost like an experiment. Oh yeah, that's dry. Yeah, that's dry. This one is dry all the way. Okay, let's look at this one. See, it's kind of got the brown tint to it. It's kind of moist, but we can work with this. We can work with this with the other ingredients. It's dry enough to mix with those other ingredients. It's not wet. Now, this one is a little bit moist than that other one, but that's okay. Now, what I'm going to do is add those other ingredients in there. See, it's not really sticking to my hand. Just a little moist. When I dust it off, it's gone. Now, if I dust it off like that and then my hands didn't feel dry, it will still be on my hands. So this is dry enough to mix in your other wet ingredients. Okay, these are my wet ingredients. Okay. Don't want to inhale it in. I don't really have no wind blowing. Kind of going to mix it up like this. Okay, what did I do? Okay. See how it's balling up right here? But it's breaking up. But it's still, to me, kind of moist. Let's see how this goes. Oh, yeah, so you can dig through this one really good. This one is really dry. This one is really dry. And this is how you want it to be, like this one. Unfortunately, this one was at the bottom of that bucket, so I see why it's taking longer. Because I took this off the top when I split them up. So this one was a little bit wetter than this, the top part. But this one is mixing up really well. What I'm going to do with this was break it in half, and I'm going to mix it with that. Dry it a little bit more. And what I can do is put the lid on here and then shake it up too, because it is half a container. I don't know how good that will work, but that's just an idea to get this mixed up really good. When you see the perlite in there, you know you got enough perlite. Especially for seedlings. Okay. Oh, I got 3 buckets. Really, seedlings don't really need a lot of nutrition at the start, because once they sprout, they have enough nutrition to survive until they true leaves come. They first set of true leaves, and that's when you need to start feeding them. Yeah, I don't see no gnats, none flying out of here, which is good by me. Y'all see it don't have a moldy look at it at all. kept the lid off of it, so I don't have to worry about no mold growing in here while the lid was on there. And that's the whole reason why you want to keep this dry. Can't believe it's been cool this week. See, they still got a lot of wetness down here. See, I see some wetness down here. So hopefully I can put that at the top. So get this dry. Okay. That should be done. All right, guys. That is my seed starting to mix. I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit on here and let this dry on the top. And then I am going to do some seeds, what I'm gonna plant for fall, and still can plant for summer too. Okay, let me put this back. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to fill all these up. Can't wait to fill all this up. And I might just leave my seed mix in there, just like that. All right, guys. That's how I'm doing my seed start mix for years to come. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Only 5 ingredients y'all used. Basically, most seed start mix have this in there except for the vermiculite and the isomite, but I went ahead and put that in there. Yeah, give them a little minerals and stuff once they get their truth. Because you know it breaks up kind of slowly, okay? Minerals and stuff takes a while for it to break down, about 2 weeks, probably a month. And for us, all those other ingredients, it takes a while. So get it started while your seedling's growing, and they can benefit from the zoolite, from bleaching out when you water, and from the isomites, little minerals. And then once your plants start growing, you get their true leaves, then you add some fish emulsion. And that's it before you transplant. I hope y'all enjoyed. Like always, grow your wealth in the garden. Thank y'all for tuning in. Until next time. Bye.